Hey everybody, so today I just want to go through some key tips for cutting a perfect one length bob. The first thing is, I personally prefer to cut through the comb. Cutting through the comb means you're using less tension and yes, a slightly higher elevation than flat to the skin. The advantage of these things means that we are working much more to the natural fall of the hair, which means that we're not pulling the hair in a way it doesn't want to sit naturally. This gives us much more control on how the hair sits when we've completed. One thing you probably notice is I keep moving the head of my mannequin. So why am I doing that? Like just there now, why have I done that? Well, I'm moving the head so that the root area will sit unassisted to natural fall. It just comes straight down how gravity will pull it. And my goal is to not move the hair side to side at all. No over direction. I work with a 0 through the comb elevation and no over direction. Now, if we work with the head leaning forward, there's a chance the line will be too short. If the head's leaning backwards, it'll be too long. The next thing is distribution. You'll notice my comb is almost parallel to the mapping section. This helps you just to keep consistency of what you're doing. So as I'm working through, you'll notice again, all of a sudden, there we go, the head's moved. The head was moved to make sure that the root area isn't moving forward or backwards, but it's coming down by itself without over direction to natural fall. Once complete, check your balance, make sure you're happy before you move on, as your next sections expand from the center crown directly forward. Now, how we cut around the ear here is we have to reduce the tension over the ear. So what happened then? You saw me tap 3 times, didn't you? Well, I tapped above and below the ear, and finally above the comb, which lowered the elevation back down to 0. Then move directly onto the other side. So as I come round, you have to really pay attention to catch this. 1, 2, 3, look how fast that was. So we've done that. Now, the next thing is we're going to work totally freehand. When you say freehand, Ben, what do you mean? Well, it's exactly as it sounds, totally freehand, because we're now working with a much higher level of density. So the hair will probably spring back more if you use too much tension because there's so much hair. So we reduce the tension as we work up. Okay, here we go. I'm reversing my grip whilst I work a little bit of refining to finish off my bob.